make it. Too many people, they don't let me down. But I keep it real, no time for hating. I'm always on that PC trying to shape my sound. See, I'm just trying to make it. I've got some people I cannot let it down. Aiming for the top of the mountain. Not there yet, but I've left the ground. Oh, I've left the ground. I'm just trying to make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah. Make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah. Oh, I've left the ground. I'm just trying to make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah. Make it, yeah, make it, yeah, yeah.
say I'm a big dog. I make all my niggas better. I feel like I'm Chris Paul. I serve all the purest cocaine, don't need no fentanyl. He faking this persona for the bitches, call him Rick Ross. While I fuck on your bitch right by the door, I told her get lost. I see cash up in my sleep like Trader Visionary. I keep sticks up on my side, got more than the military. Got up in that pussy, leave it creamy, Ben and Jerry's. Take off like a jet, I'm feeling like I'm Jason Terry. These niggas hate it, but these bitches love the way I'm shining though. I might get 100 years if the police find a dope. Dreaming for my baby mama, cause I found a finer hoe. I done put my...
We are back. We are back. We are back again, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back, y'all. So another episode of, actually, this is J Talk Sports. This Tuesday, and we talking about the NBA. And we actually, I'm gonna throw in an extra little video because it ain't that much to really talk about now that we got to this point of the year. But what song I want to go with today, man? Let's see. Yeah, we go with J Talks. You'll go with J Talks because it's basketball tonight, man. Look, on y'all way in, do your boy a favor, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share the videos, turn notice on. All that in the bag of chips, whether you're watching over on Let's Talk with JVJ, whether you're watching on J Talk Sports, where you need to actually be watching that, or whether you're watching on Let's Talk with JVJ on Facebook, y'all. We trying to grow around here, can only do it with y'all help, so y'all help a brother out, man. Help a brother out. Man, look, we got to do a recap of these playoffs so far to get to where we are, because game one of the Western Conference Finals starts in probably about 20-something minutes, y'all. 20-something minutes. And I do want to kind of somewhat game cast it a little bit to see what we got. But yeah, we gonna jump right up in here. Links in the description for y'all for anybody that's feeling froggy that want to talk about this with me. But either way, outside of that, we gonna jump right into it. And we gonna start off over here in the Eastern Conference, y'all. So let me boot this thing up on screen real quick. Like boop, get up on screen. Y'all know that the Cavaliers were the number one seed in the East. They went up against the Miami Heat. Obviously, that was a 4-0 sweep. Then we had the Pacers going up against my Bucks. Well, my second team says the Bucks. They got their ass whooped 4-1. Then the Knicks went up against the Pistons. They beat their ass 4-2. And the Celtics routed the Magic in 5 games 4-1. All right. On the west side, we had the Thunder being number one going up against the Grizzlies, 4-0 sweep. Next, we had the Nuggets going up against the Clippers. Went to game 7, y'all. Nuggets pulled it out. Next, we had the Lakers versus Timberwolves. Timberwolves beat the Lakers 4-1. And then we had my Warriors going up against the Rockets. We beat them in 7. Now, to the second round, y'all, we had the Cavs going up against the Pacers. Cavs number 1 seed, Pacers number 4 seed. Pacers whooped their ass like they was a 3 seed. Go ahead and say that right now. Pacers whooped them like they was a 3 seed. Yeah, they beat them 4-1. And then when you go down here to the other side, the semis, we had the Knicks going up against the Celtics. Jason Tatum went down in that series, y'all, but it was looking like the Knicks were going to win that anyways, no matter what, because the Celtics, obviously, like I've been saying it for a long time, do not have a closer. They don't have a closer. I know some people might disagree with that statement, but I do not believe that the Celtics have a fucking closer. They don't. They don't, in my honest opinion. But yeah, the Knicks pulled it out in 6 games. All right, now we can go over here to the West. We had the Thunder going up against the Nuggets. This went 7 games. Jokic was trying to get it, but Shea and them boys pulled it out 4-3. And then down here, another tragedy. My Warriors went up against the Timberwolves. They got us in 5. But honestly, y'all know, if anybody know, if you know, that wouldn't have happened if Steph Curry would have been healthy. And we got our ass whooped after we won game 1. So now we are presented, y'all, with the Eastern Conference Finals of the 4 seed Pacers against the 3 seed Knicks. And in the West, we have the number 1 seed Thunder going up against the number 6 Timberwolves. All right. Now, in the last show, I talked a little bit about my predictions. And I'm going to talk about them a little bit more right here. I actually had Denver beating the Thunder, but with Aaron Gordon, I guess you can't plan for injury, y'all. You just can't plan for injury. So the Thunder pulled that out because I would have had Denver right there. But in the East, y'all, we had the number 4 seed Pacers going up against the number 3 Knicks. I told y'all I don't like saying this, and I don't want to be saying it that often. I do not want to be saying this shit that often because I don't fuck with these boys. I'm be honest with you. But I have the New York Knicks beating the Pacers in 6 games. That's how I got it. I got the New York Knicks going to the NBA Finals, y'all. I don't believe in the Pacers more than I don't believe in the Knicks. Put it like that. I don't believe in the Pacers more than I don't believe in the Knicks. So I got the Knicks going to the finals in 6 games. Going over here to the West, we have the Thunder going up against the number 6 Timberwolves. This might surprise some people, but I had the Timberwolves winning that in 7. I had the Timberwolves beating the number 1 seed Thunder in 7 games. And I wouldn't be surprised if they got them in 6. I'm just saying. I think that's how the matchups are going to look like. And that would end up with a Timberwolves versus Knicks in the NBA Finals. And that's going to be funny if that actually does happen, y'all, because both of these teams traded their second best player in hopes of improving their team and getting to the finals. And if they both get to the finals and they both just pretty much did a player swap, outside of getting DiVincenzo too and some expired contracts, that's going to be very hilarious. And that will be the storyline the entire time. We'll find out who won that trade if it comes down to that. Whoever comes out of this series, if the other one doesn't, they won the trade, in my honest opinion. But I still thought that Julius Randle to the Timberwolves was a better look than Cat to the Knicks. Because that team is still getting carried by Brunson, no matter what nobody wants to say. I know some people say, I beg to differ, sir. Jalen Brunson, that team goes as far as Jalen Brunson goes. So if he get hurt in this series, chalk it on up. We're gonna be looking at some Pacers in the finals probably. I hope that don't fucking happen. But it's gonna be an interesting matchup, man, because I think the Knicks got the firepower, y'all, to beat the Pacers. I'm not a big Tyrese Halliburton fan, That shot is ugly as hell. We all know that. Don't nobody get mad at me for calling that shit out. Y'all know that dude shot ugly as hell. Shoot like a little girl trying to shoot. How them girls in high school shot that set shit, squat, push it off. Yeah, that shit look ugly, bro. That's what it looked like. But I believe the Knicks have a deeper team than the Pacers. You got Anunoby, you got Cat, you got Brunson, you got Captain Fake Teeth. What's his name? Captain Fake Teeth. Then he got a big ass smile. Damn, what's that boy name? I can't remember his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Oh, big old beaver teeth ass looking motherfucker. He got the steal in the block in the last two, in one of them 2 games closed out against the Celtics. They got a decent squad, at least a good starting 5, and then you got a few people coming off the bench. So I think the Knicks will be able to outmatch them boys, y'all. I think they'll be able to outmatch them. Nah, I think I got it in 6, y'all. I think I got it in 6. I'm trying to be nice to the Pacers and not saying 5. And I don't like that all these TV heads, y'all, because I know y'all probably done heard it too. These TV heads got to stop talking about a rivalry. This is not a fucking rivalry. Maybe back in the day when Reggie Miller was going up against Patrick Ewing and things of that sort, maybe it was a rivalry then. This is not a rivalry. So I don't know why they keep trying to play on that old school shit. It's not a rivalry. These teams are not rivals against each other. They just happen to be teams that were rivals before. They're not. This is not. This ain't that. But we'll see how that starts off, because that one Wednesday 8:00, y'all. We'll be seeing that one, or 7:00 my time. We'll be saying that. But let's move on over here to the team that I actually the matchup that I actually want to talk about, y'all, because I don't really want to talk about that other matchup. I don't really care who comes out the East, because I think the championship is going to come out the West regardless. But we have the Thunder matching up against the Timberwolves, y'all. Number 1 versus number 6 seed, y'all. We got 3 and 4 on the other side, but we got 1 versus 6 right now. I'm rolling with the Timberwolves, y'all, and I told y'all that before. I'm rolling with the Timberwolves. And the main reason I say that, because I just believe it's Ant-Man time. I believe it's Ant-Man time. Shea has showed me that the moment is not too big for him in the playoffs. I will give him that. The moment is not too big for him. But I think the moment is too big for his teammates. And I truly mean that. I think the moment is too big for his teammates. You got Chet Holmgren missing free throws at the end of a game that they could have sealed out and won. Just make one of them, buddy, and y'all win. And you probably went 7 games with Denver. Now y'all look tired. Jalen Williams, man, I don't know, man. Sometimes he's there, sometimes he's not. I don't know what that kid be doing sometimes. Maybe it's because Shea is really ball dominant, but Shea will pass the ball. So I don't know, man. But they are deep. They have players that they're all on. They can show you something. They can truly show you something, and they can be a really special team. They won a lot of games this year for a reason. But when they match up against these Timberwolves, I'll say this. I don't know who they got that can check Anthony Edwards. I'm picking the best player in the series. I know some people say Shea's the best player in the series. I'm taking Ant-Man right now. As of right now, today's time, what reality we living in right now, I think Ant-Man is a better player than Shea right now. Or at least he's been playing better than Shea. I don't know who they have that can guard Anthony Edwards. I know some people be like, well, who gonna guard Shea? Shit, they can throw some people at him. They can throw Ant at him. They can throw whatever that boy name, Nilakita, whatever his name, his weird ass name, Alexander Walker. They can throw him at him. They can throw McDaniels at him. They can throw a few players around him. And honestly, I would start off with McDaniels because he's taller, he's longer, but he's athletic. He can move his feet. I don't know who the Thunder are gonna throw at Ant. You put Lou Dort on him, he gonna get destroyed. He gonna flame his ass. He gonna flame him. So I don't know. And you're not gonna put Shea on him because you want Shea to carry majority of the load on the offensive side. So I'm like, who that lead? You definitely ain't putting Chet. You definitely ain't putting Hartenstein. So who you gonna put on? It's gonna be a mixed match either way, man. I think it's gonna have to be defense by committee if they want to slow down Ant-Man. But I believe the Thunder, they gonna try. They gonna try, y'all. They gonna try. The worst matchup is gonna be Hartenstein versus Gobert. Cause that's just gonna be ugly. That's just gonna be ugly. Uglier than a motherfucker. And honestly, if they run Julius Randle at the 4, I'm sorry for Chet Holmgren. He probably gonna end up twisting his ankle or something. Cause Julius Randle played bully ball. He played bully ball the way he played. And I don't think Chet ready for that. Chet still need to put some weight on. I don't know if any of y'all agree with that, but I truly believe Chet need to put on at least about 50 pounds, bro. He need to get some muscle in that body because that boy is strong T. He was scrawny as hell when he was in college. When I saw him on the AAU circuit, that boy was skinny as hell. He ain't got much bigger. And Julius Randle gonna put him in the goddamn cycle. So I don't know how that's gonna work for him. I'm trying to think who they might try to put Jalen Williams on, but Jalen Williams too small for the boy too. So I gotta look at their roster, man. Yeah, there you go. Let's go to ESPN real quick. Let's look at this roster. Let's look at this matchup because I think the game was actually about to start in a second, anyways. Yeah, it started in a few more minutes. Yeah, let's go to the score. We gotta look at this roster real quick, like man. There you go. Look at Gamecast. I guess I don't give a fuck. Then we go to Gamecast. All right. Y'all ain't gonna let me look at a roster like this. Okay, they know they wrong as hell for that shit. They wrong as hell. All right, look, we're gonna look at the OKC Thunder roster real quick. Like, let's see the roster. Let's see what we got. 2-star 5. Matter of fact, I don't even need to look at it like that. Let me look at a previous game so I can see who actually getting playing time. I don't need to look at no other shit. Yeah, here you go. Let's go to the last game they had against the Nuggets. Closeout game, so it was all hands on deck. Let's see who we got. We got Lou Dort, Shea, Hartenstein, Jalen Williams, and Chet Hunger. Starting 5 right there. That's starting 5. Coming off the bench, people that were getting the most amount of minutes was Carson Wallace in that series, Alex Caruso. But I know I saw Jalen Williams in there a few times and shit. It's probably going to be probably about 4 guys coming off the bench. Aaron Williams, Carson Wallace. It all depends on the matchup and the series, how it's going to work. But they'll probably have 4 guys coming off the bench in these series. So, if we look at the matchups, like we already know we can put I ain't gonna say it like that. Hartenstein getting guarded by Gobert. All right. Chet Holmgren gonna get guarded by what's his name? Julius Randle. It's gonna be a toss-up. They probably gonna put Ant-Man to start off out on Lou Dort, man. I can just see that. Or they might they probably gonna put him on Lou Dort. And then let's see. Let me go over and check the Timberwolves roster real quick. Like, let me see. Yeah, they probably gonna put him on they probably gonna put that nigga on Lou Dort. Let's see. Go to the Timberwolves. Let's see what we got. See our start 5 squad right now. Who we got? Who's the other guy? I keep forgetting. Mike Conley. Forgot about him. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't even talk like that, but That matter of fact, I actually got a sound for that one, yeah, because every time I think about Mike Conley, this would pop in my head.
Brother, what's that?
That nigga was on that team, bro. But you see, he only getting 27 minutes, and they literally played fucking 7 deep in this one. That's what's gonna be very interesting because that Nas Reed matchup gonna be a problem for them boys out there in Timberwood. I mean, in Thundertown. But yeah, man, I gotta switch it up. They probably gonna put Mike Conley on Lou Dort. But Jaden McDaniels, man, I think he gonna be the versatile one. They'll probably put him on Jalen Williams. Yeah, Jalen Williams, and then Ant-Man gonna have to, which I don't think they would want to do that. They'll probably switch it up. And they'll probably put Ant-Man on Jalen Williams to start off with and put Jaden McDaniels to start off on Shea. But they can easily switch between those two to guard him. Mike Conley just needs to stay his ass out the way and don't even get involved in that type of shit. They might even bring DiVincenzo off the bench. Nikhil Walker, they might bring him in to throw him at Shea. They got a few bodies they can throw at him. Probably about 1, 2, 3, about 4 people they can throw at him because you ain't finna put Julius Randle on that nigga. That's just stupid. Don't do that. You're gonna get yourself in foul trouble. Obviously, Rudy Gobert tall ass ain't guarding shit. And Mike Conley gonna get cooked if he try to guard that dude. That's just cooking on deck, man. What we cooking tonight, man? That boy cooking everything. That's what'll happen if they put him on him. So I don't think the coach stupid enough to do this. And we got to get the Timberwolves a shout out, y'all. They routed to the conference finals with a backup coach, man. Because you remember they fired their coach. They ain't got their true head coach. And these boys out here working, bro. They out here working, doing work. I really believe this squad got what it take y'all to go and win this thing, man. I think they can pull it out, man. It's gonna be an interesting matchup, y'all. It's going to be a very interesting matchup. And we will all get to see in a few minutes because I believe the Timberwolves can take game one. I believe they can steal one on the road. And honestly, they need to. They need to. The Thunder is still tired. They just played 2 days ago. Y'all done had a little risk because y'all got y'all shit done in 5 because Curry got hurt. I'm going to say that right now because it would be Curry in this series. That would have been my pick. Curry would have been in this series right now, but things happen. Bullshit happens all the fucking time, and we can't do nothing about it. But looking at the point matchups right now, let's see what we got. Leading in points, obviously for the Timberwolves, we got Ant-Man with pretty much you just round up 28 points on 45% shooting from the field and 84 from three. 84 from free throw line. Over on Shay's side, Shay obviously for the Thunder, averaging 33, shooting 52% from the field and 90% from the free throw line. So Shay numbers look better, obviously, but Shay doing a lot more work than what Ant been doing. See, to the rebounding, obviously Rudy Gobert with 11 to Hartenstein's 11. And then defensive, Hartenstein actually got more defensive rebounds with 8 compared to Rudy's 7. And then offensive rebounds, that's where Rudy getting his bread at. He getting 4 of those a game compared to Hartenstein's 3. And then assists, which this is the funny part, assists. Who would have thought it would have been Julius Randle leading this team right now in the playoffs? Actually, he led for the whole season, which is crazy. Led for the whole season. That's what it's saying. Season leaders. Yeah, season leaders. Julius Randle with 5 assists compared to Shay's 6. And then turnovers per game. He ran it up to 3, and Shay's got 2. That's crazy. He ain't that far off. Like, look, he a big man. He ain't supposed to be having that shit. In minutes per game, obviously he playing a little less than Shay. 32 to Shay's 34. Let's see the full player stats. Let's see what we got right here. Man, I ain't trying to see this. And my boy Giannis led the league in scoring this year. Yeah, y'all see that? They sleeping on my boy. My boy need to get the hell up out of town, bro. It's time to go. It's time to go. Even though you got 3, I think got 3 years left on this contract, y'all. They got to get the hell up out of them. You got to get the hell up out of Milwaukee, man. It's over with now. It's over with. It's over, dead and done. Oh, these postseason. Now he led the postseason. Postseason with points, 33. Followed by Luka with 30. Donovan Mitchell, pretty much you can say 30. Paolo Banchero with 29. Shea with 29. Jalen Brunson with 29. Jason Tatum had 28. Okay, that's good. Anthony Edwards, 26, but you round that up, 27. Jokic, 26. Franz Wagner, he had 26. LeBron with 25. Look at LeBron up there, right outside the top 10. All these young ass niggas in here. And that motherfucker right up there. You know my boy Steph right here. He is number 15 with 23. Got hurt. He got hurt, y'all. He probably would have went up. And shout out to Cade Cunningham, man. 25 points average in the playoffs, man. That boy doing work. And Julius Randle helping out Ant-Man with a nice little 24. Nice little 24. What Cat at? Cat with 19. And everybody talking about, man, see, I was talking to this motherfucker the other day about this shit, man. Who been playing better in the playoffs, man? This motherfucker said Cat been playing better than Julius Randle. I'm like, I beg to differ. At least in the scoring department, Randle got his ass with 24. Cat barely got 20. And then we can look at where are the rebounds at. Rebounds a little further over there. Okay, yeah, let's see the rebound. I want to do a comparison. The Cat rebounds. You're doing 11.3 to Julius Randle's. Is that you right here? Is that him? I think that's him. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, he only getting 6 rebounds. Well, he got him in the rebound category. What's the assist part? Okay, he obviously got him in assist, don't he? Yeah, he got him in assist. Cat averaging 1 assist. Yeah, he got him in the assist category. 1 to goddamn 6. Hey, turnovers. Let's see what turnovers in the last one. All right, turnover 3. The Cat don't be having the ball in his hand that much. 3-2. Yeah, I still take Julius Randle right now. I'm ready to see how that shit play out, man. Because I really want to end that argument of who actually won that trade, man. Because I truly believe it went to the Minnesota. I think that helped. Julius Randle helped them out a lot more than I think Cat's helping out Jalen Brunson over there. Because when Jalen Brunson turned it on, y'all done seen it. We all done sat around and watched that little motherfucker play. And you already know it's Brunson time, man. That boy be out there just going one-on-one with everybody. Say, between legs, pull up on your ass. Get inside the paint, fall off your ass. It's instant. It's instant to see the way that boy play. And what would you say? Dallas, they let a good one go. They didn't let a whole bunch of good ones go, man. They didn't let a bunch of good ones go. But that's on their ass. That's on their ass. That's on their ass. But yeah, man. What's the line on this? It's opening the spread opening at 7.5. So they got OKC as a 7.5 favorite in this bitch. 7.5 point favorite. I should have put a bet in tonight. I should have put a bet in. I don't know, man. Look, I don't think Minnesota gonna lose game one, to be honest with you. But 7.5? Damn. The over-under is goddamn 218 and a half. I can see both of them getting, well, here, for it be 218 and a half, they both need to get 109. Actually, one of them gonna have to get 110. One of them gonna have to get 110, the other one have to get 109. I can see the game going into the hundreds. This first game might be a real defensive one, so I'll take the under on that, though. I would take the under that. Yeah, I would take the under that. I'm just giving y'all my betting preference if I was to bet tonight. I ain't betting tonight, so don't listen to me if you don't want to. But yeah, you got them boys as a 70% winner. I guess because they the number one seed and they playing at home. I don't know what the regular season matchup looked like. Yeah, what was the regular season? They ain't gonna show me that? How they squared it out? I guess not. They ain't gonna show me how they played it out. Let's see regular season. Yeah, let me see regular season. Thunder won, Timberwolves won, Thunder won. So they split during the regular season. So we're gonna see. It's gonna be game time. Let's see how they won. They won that one by a few, then they beat their ass, and they won. So they averaging pretty close to the line, the over under anyways. But them last two games, Timberwolves came back, beat them by 3. They beat Wolves, beat them by 7. I mean, Thunder beat them by 7, and they beat their ass by 15, and they beat their ass by something under 8 points. Yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how this play out. I know Kendrick Perkins probably saying some stupid shit because that boy, man, that dude do not know basketball. He be talking about basketball all the time, and I be like, why they got this nigga talking, bro? Like they got you on here because you big and dumb. You as a big old dummy. Kind of like when Charles Barkley. I give Charles Barkley more props than I give Kendrick Perkins when it comes to basketball analysis. Because Perkins be saying shit. ESPN is almost unwatchable nowadays. It's straight up almost unwatchable, but I don't watch that shit anyways. But I want to know what y'all think, man. Who y'all think gonna win this first game, man? I got Minnesota coming out of this series, y'all. I said it's 7-6. And when it comes to the New York Knicks against the Pacers, I just truly don't believe in the Pacers at all. I look up every day and be like, how the fuck they get here? And it's mainly because of teams like the Cavaliers, choke artists, what's his name? Donovan Mitchell can't be the best player on the championship team. Been saying that, gonna keep saying it. And then the Celtics, man, look, they got hurt, but I think that series would have went 7, man. And it would have been a toss-up, man, because I think the Knicks and the Celtics were pretty evenly matched, man. I just think they just had a better player that can finish a goddamn game in Jalen Brunson compared to Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Even though Tatum got hurt and he was going off, y'all. He was going off. He probably got some pussy the night before or something. But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, man. And Jaylen Brown, man, look. You outshined his ass last playoffs, but it don't look like they were trying to let you outshine him this one. But I got a video we got to go to, y'all, because obviously y'all know it's been some shit going on in the NFL. Shedeur Sanders, they want to keep talking about him. So I did want to get a little bit of this from the dark times because he had something he wanted to say. I would cover that RG3 Ryan Clark beef, but I honestly I don't even want to get in the middle of it. I don't like RG3 anyways, so I ain't even finna go into that. So we gonna go somewhere that we can talk about. How many people think they've been trying to set up Shedeur, man? How many of y'all think they've been trying to set him up for failure because they don't like Deion Sanders? I guess I'm the only one. I'll be the only one on this hill. Yeah, it's some new information coming out about the New York Giants, man. And I want y'all to see this. Shout out to the Dark Times. Shout out to this man and his channel. He doing work over here. We got some evidence because they said a lot of things about Shedeur after the draft and during the draft, right before the draft, about who he was as a player, how he wasn't smart, and all these things and that sort. Well, I'm gonna show you something because it just came out. And I'm gonna let the Dark Times tell you, man. Let me go ahead and drop this music off real quick. Like, I'm gonna drop that off. And let's give it to the Dark Times. He got it. Let's get it, boy.
How you doing, buddy? Good. How are you? All right. What's up, Jackson? How you doing? Good morning, bud. Morning. What's up, buddy? Morning. All right. Good. How are you? Good.
Okay, stand up on that board. Write down the 4 suffixes for motions that we talked about. Write down the 4 suffixes for motions that we talked about.
Well, now tuned in to the Dark Times channel.
And so here we go again, back with another one. Welcome back to the Dark Times channel. And before we get started, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button for me. And I want to go ahead and kick it off and talk
hit that like button for him, but make sure you hit it for me first.
About a particular video that I came across on the New York Giants website, in which they were featuring their quarterback. They just drafted Jackson Dart, and it looked like one of the most softball interviews and breakdowns of the board that I ever seen. Not only was it a softball interview, it looked like they gave him the answers to the test.
How you doing, buddy? Good. How are you? All right. What's up, Jackson? How you doing? Good morning, bud. Morning. What's up, buddy? Morning. All right. Good. How are you?
All right. So, first thing, obviously, is the cadence. That's how we start the whole thing, right?
Yep.
So, you get the huddle, you're called to play. Before you can start on your cadence, the number one thing you got to do is make sure what?
Everybody's set.
Everybody's set. Everybody's in the right spot. You control it. All right. That's the job of the quarterback.
Y20. Y27.
Now, go ahead and teach those to me in a matter of like a minute.
And move on to pass protection now, all right? Now, before we get into it, this is the most important thing that you have to know going from college to the pros. There's going to be more of them, and you have to know how to protect yourself.
Okay. Draw a blitz. Let's all assume that the 4 down linemen are blitzing or rushing, okay?
Yeah.
Draw a blitz from the remaining 7 guys that we could not pick up in this protection.
57 pro. Who's the Mike?
The mic is 41.
Good. Who's the Will?
51.
Do you have any issues to the strong side here with the protection?
No.
If you did, if he was coming down and getting on the line of scrimmage, you would say what?
Over.
Great.
Good job, buddy. Tell me what this tight end's doing that you don't like.
He should be pushing for leverage.
Yeah.
Excellent.
If I said gun diesel right, 56 F my canner, who's running the shallow?
Nah.
Who's running the curl?
The X.
Running the post?
The Z.
Who's running the middle?
The Y.
Good.
All right.
Let's play one more game.
All right.
Turn around. Turn. Toss. If you would have pointed the other way. Good. Thanks, buddy. Good work. You threw it out in there. Good job, Lee. Thank you. Appreciate you. Well done, both of you.
And this looks like the complete opposite of what they say allegedly happened with Shedeur Sanders. Anonymous sources say allegedly happened with our brother Shedeur Sanders.
Personnel people in the NFL this weekend, they didn't even have him on their board. They took him off, and they took him off because the owner said take him off. I don't want that guy. I don't want this kind of person in our entitled person on our team. Damn, an interview. That doesn't.
Now y'all just heard that, and that's something I've been saying for the longest. Like, a lot of people even brought out, they were talking shit about Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin not drafting. He black and he ain't drafting, so it's got to be true. These owners got together and told these coaches they cannot draft this kid. First round, don't draft him. Second round, don't draft him. Third round, don't draft him. Fourth round, don't draft him. Fifth round, somebody came around, said, "Man, fuck it, we can get him here now." I think we taught him this lesson. We pick him up. All these teams, owners did that shit. They colluded against this one young kid, talking about he's entitled. It'll never get old. But Lisa analysts know. Let's keep going.
Listen, okay. You're going to tell me an interview, because typically what they say, Paul and Joy, they don't tell you about the interview. They tell you about the board. He wasn't successful on getting on the board. So they couldn't mess with his football IQ.
Stand up. Let me see your snap count. Let me be honest with me, because I see at USC, I see this guy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You ready?
Yeah. No, I want to hear the snap count.
Yeah.
Really? Every time?
Every time.
Do you have like a dummy clap or anything?
Yeah, we call it purple.
What's that? No shit.
Yeah.
For 3 years, you've been clapping. I think I could do that.
Let me hear it.
No, I ain't doing it.
They couldn't do.
And that's John Gruden. You know he like the QB guy. He looked at him like he crazy. You just clapping? You ain't got no cadence? Set. 42, 42. You ain't got none of that. You just clapping. How you gonna clap in a loud ass stadium when you get to the NFL? You in Kansas City, it's 4th and 1. Y'all gotta score. Y'all gotta get this play. Y'all gotta get this yard to win this game. And you clapping. I'm just saying, man, that's just funny right there. That's funny to me.
Do that. They couldn't do it, so they had to switch it to the interview and say he was arrogant because he came in with a chain on. Oh, okay. So he came in with a chain on. Big deal. He didn't slouch in his seat. He didn't walk out of the meeting room early. He didn't come late. Those are the things that make you worry. But having a conversation with you and telling you that he's going to change your franchise like he did Jackson State and like he did at Colorado, I want that on my team. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not going to punish him and dock him because of that. I'm like, yeah, I got me a dog here.
And I've never played quarterback in my life, but some of the answers that they were asking him, I think I could have got some of the answers. And this is supposed to make Jackson Dart look good. This is post-draft. This is supposed to get the fan base hyped. And you can't even tell really how well he did during this interview because it's so edited and chopped up that it's really hard to tell. And the New York Giants went out and did something interesting this offseason because the New York Giants are one of the few franchises that have never had a black franchise quarterback, a starting franchise black quarterback. And so this offseason, they went out and they signed Russell Wilson and they got Jameis Winston to back him up. And that allowed them to have the credibility to be able to pass on Shedeur Sanders. Because if they would have passed on Shedeur Sanders and not had any black quarterbacks in the room, people would have called it out for what it is. But now they can say they got a franchise black quarterback. They got a Russell Wilson. They gave him a lot of money for 1 year. And it looks like he's going to be a 1 year quarterback, if not a half-year quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised if Jackson Dart was starting by week 3. And Jackson Dart is going to be the quarterback of the New York Giants for the foreseeable future. And so when I saw the New York Giants bring in not 1, but 2 black quarterbacks in the offseason, I kind of saw the writing on the wall for Shedeur Sanders. There was no way that they were going to draft Shedeur. They were going to get a quarterback, but it wasn't going to be Shedeur Sanders. And the reason why, as we were told, is because Shedeur Sanders didn't do well in the interviews. And Jackson Dart aced the interview. And now we see why. But those are my thoughts on it anyway. Let's go ahead and keep.
And yeah, we actually do see why, and we all know what it is. For the folks that still want to sit in the back and make it seem like it was something else, like when we called it out, like, hey man, they wanted to prove a lesson to him. They want to show him they don't like his father. They think he's too confident. They want a kid coming from a terrible background. I never understood how somebody gets docked for coming from a good family. Think about that, y'all. The kid was not cocky in college. Now, if you want to talk about some cocky people, you can talk about like a Johnny Manziel or a Baker Mayfield. Those two come off the top of the head real easy. Johnny was definitely a cocky son of a bitch, getting drunk every night, getting high, doing his thing, came in, thought he was the shit. They didn't have a problem with that cockiness. They didn't have a problem with that confidence. Baker Mayfield, he the guy that grabbing his junk on the field during games. He's competitive. Yeah, he's grabbing his nuts. He's competitive. Yeah, running from the police right before the draft and shit, getting arrested. Yeah, we ain't gonna say nothing about that. He's cocky. He's competitive. Yeah, we like that shit. But Shedeur comes in and he do this. Matter of fact, hold on, he do it with the left hand. He do this. Yeah, he think too highly of himself. It's going to be very interesting. I'm going to laugh if it comes down to Jackson Dart. And I ain't wishing nothing bad on the kid because he just trying to get drafted and fulfill his dream in life. But if he turns out to be another Daniel Jones, I'm going to say that's all New York deserved, bro. And all the other teams that passed on him, too, that needed a quarterback. All the teams that passed on that needed a quarterback. Y'all going to get what y'all deserve with the people y'all got. Cleveland. He got to fight. He got to fight his way, y'all. They put him in the worst position possible. He got to fight his way to try to get on that team. Even though he did just sign a deal. He signed his deal with the team. He got a 4-year, $4.6 million deal he signed. I know that pissed off a lot of them folks that said he wasn't good enough. Pissed off a lot of them. They swept him down. This kid wasn't good, which is crazy as fuck to say when he was the most accurate quarterback in college football. He ain't that good. But you took somebody that can't even throw the fucking football. Interesting. But look, y'all, I wasn't gonna hold y'all long on this one tonight because the playoffs about to start in a second. Well, the conference finals about to start in a second. Let me see if they even started yet. We're gonna be doing a little bit of watching of that tonight. Nah, they still ain't even got on the court yet. 7:30, so it's probably in a few more minutes. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all long tonight because we kind of talked about basketball last night on CJ Show. But I appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share the videos, turn the notice on, all that in a bag of chips. Appreciate everybody. And your boys out. Catch you on Thursday, man. That's when we get back to these cop videos. But yeah, oh Lord, Uncanny. Why you at the last second? You sucking, Uncanny.
I heard you. I heard you say you would leave. And I just had to come up here and talk my shit.
Well, go ahead and get it off your chest then. Get it off your chest, bro.
First of all, I'm a believer. The real MVP went home. So the new MVP can fly.
Are you rolling with the Thunder?
And tonight, after he scores 30 to 40 points and beats y'all, well, not you, but the Wolves, it's gonna be great. 1 game down, 3 to go.
I just don't think that's going to... Look, it's very possible that could happen. It's very possible that could happen. But I don't think it's going to happen, Uncanny.
That's because you're not a believer.
Hell no, I ain't believing in them goddamn Thunder. Look, and the sad part, it ain't that I don't like them, because I actually prefer the Thunder to any team. Well, I ain't going to lie. Ugh. I don't dislike them. I'll put it like that. I don't dislike the Thunder. I just like the Timberwolves better. Make them
another yesterday you said one of these 4 teams are going to win their first championship. That is not true. The Knicks won it back in the 70s.
Dude, we talk about in the modern day basketball, not when your granddaddy was out here fucking hoes and shit. We ain't talking about during that time.
It counts.
Nah, that shit don't. We ain't counting that shit.
It counts as part of your history.
They probably wasn't even going between the legs in the 70s.
The game just started.
I can't go with that one. Look, in the modern era, we will have a new champion. No matter
every champion. There hasn't been a back-to-back champion since that hat that you have on.
You know who it is. You know
but
who it is.
It hasn't been a 3-peat champion since the Lakers with Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, we ain't got to talk about that.
It hasn't been a 2-3-peat since the GOAT.
And LeBron ain't got no 3-peats.
He sure does when it comes to finals losses. 3-peat losses.
It's
This is a 3-peat loss. Please, just work back to back to back to back.
This man, one of these days you're gonna come around and get that man his respect. Stop trolling his ass.
I always do. I say he's one of the top 5 players of all time, but maybe top 2.
Nah, he's number 1. You just need to go and give it to him. Name a series where Michael Jordan outplayed LeBron, and I'm comparing LeBron's series to the 2016 season. Give me a series with Michael Jordan, a final series where Michael Jordan played better than him.
In the finals?
Yeah.
92. 93 when they gave Charles Barkley the MVP, and he went out there and said, okay, you can have the MVP. I'm going to become NBA Finals MVP. The first 3-peat, baby. He outplayed him all the time.
So you said what year was it? 92?
Yeah.
All right.
He's like 83s in the game.
Yeah, let me look him up.
They were trying to compare Clyde to Glide to him. And he said, he took the challenge, unlike the GOAT when KD was on the other side, and he was like, I can't take this challenge. But KD, you remember KD crossed him, made him fall? I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah, I also remember when he came down the court and shot that 3. I remember that too. Some great memories.
Cool. This is just terrible. This is just terrible. I just don't even know why you be saying shit like that.
At least he won in his last finals.
All right, well, here we go. 2016 might not be LeBron's best finals, but it's gonna be the one I use just for this little experiment right here. All right. So we got LeBron stats right here up on the screen for you to see. All right. What does it say he averaged in this series? What was his shit?
Say 28 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists.
All right, well, we do a little correction here. 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. All right. 30, 11, and 9. And you said 92 for Jordan?
Yeah.
92. So here we go. We got 30. Remember this: 30, 11, and 9. Okay. Let's go to Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, 36, 7, and 5. That's LeBron. That's LeBron.
With no teammate help, too, by the way. 36 points.
No, don't do him like that.
No teammate help. Who? Scottie Pippen, 16 points?
Don't do him like that. I just asked a question. Who had a better stat line? You gotta admit that goes to LeBron, right?
Goes to Jordan.
Jordan was 36, 7, and 5.
Jordan.
Oh, okay, so you giving it to him because of the 6 points? The 6 more points?
Yes. I mean,
compared to look at them rebounds and assists. The dude almost averaged a triple double.
You almost forget there was another player on that team that was averaging the same amount of points that helped him win. Jordan won by himself.
Who was that? Who else was on the team that averaged close to this in 16?
Kyrie.
Kyrie did not.
Kyrie averaged the same kind of points. So he had.
So Kyrie was averaging about. Well, they actually even got a comparison. They got a comparison of the two. I don't do it like that. I just need the stats for the series. Let's see. Yeah, let's give me a stats for the series. 27, 4, and 4. That ain't about to say it's LeBron. LeBron, he go 3 more points and way more rebounds and assists.
He averaged the same amount of points.
He averaged 3 points less. If that's the case, you can say Michael Jordan and LeBron averaged about the same. Ain't nothing but a 6-point gap.
Hell no, because Michael Jordan won by himself convincingly the NBA Finals MVP.
This is just bad.
People say Kyrie should have won that one.
This is just bad, man. This is just so bad. This is just so bad. The hate is real. God damn it, Kenny. I thought I was gonna have a little bit more faith in you tonight, but I think I lost it.
Never in life would I ever give LeBron the crown over Jordan. He's chasing ghosts.
You might do it on your deathbed one day.
I think LeBron really did have a 3-peat loss.
Yeah, he lost in the finals. Nah, I don't think he lost 3 times in a row. He lost twice, then won one. Then he lost one, won one, then lost 2. Yeah, then lost 2. Because you remember the last time the Warriors went to the finals in the 4 years they played Toronto in the finals with Kawhi Leonard. Remember that year when Joel Embiid was crying because that ball bounced on that red shit? Yeah, that ugly ass motherfucker crying. He don't ever need to do that on TV again. That shit was bad.
What the way that just came up here? Shit. I
know you did. I know you did, man. What did we bet again? I wrote it down.
I said running back. 100 on the Kansas City Chiefs not making it to the Super Bowl.
Oh man, look, you gotta give me a counter bet because I did that bet with somebody last year. I gotta get a counter bet to make it actually fair because pretty much the onus is just on my team. So we got to do a counter to that. We can see. Let's bet. What's your team?
It wasn't no counter to the Cleveland fucking going to the finals bet. I said Cleveland's going to the finals.
No, I ain't talking about you.
You and CJ said, no, they're not. I said, okay, bet it 100.
Wait, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about somebody else I bet. Somebody else I bet last year. So, but I still don't want to do that bet straight up like that. I wanna get a counter bet in here to make it more interesting. No, pick your team. You can pick any team. I know you ain't gonna pick the Browns. I mean the Bears. I know you ain't gonna pick them. So pick any team in the league, and let's say which team gonna go further. I put 100 on it. Whichever team you want to pick.
I see how it goes.
I'm trying to make it an instant bet. That's like if Rob wanted to bet me that the Lions are gonna go further than the Chiefs, I'd take that bet real quick, easy money.
I noticed the pattern. You know history. You know that Super Bowl losers never go back.
We did it last year. We did it 3 years in a row.
They normally don't go back.
We did it 3 years in a row, Kenny.
I'm just saying the losers never go back. Y'all didn't lose when y'all went to the Super Bowl. Y'all just lost recently.
No, he go. Remember
y'all didn't go back when y'all lost to the Bucks. Y'all didn't go back.
Yeah, we made it to the conference finals. The AFC, the Chiefs finals. Well, here you go. You don't think we're gonna go back next year?
No.
All right. Well, pick a team. I give you time to think about it.
I can't even bet like the Cavs.
I don't want to put 100 on it.
Right.
Look, I give you props. You do have history on your side for that. The losing team most of the time don't go back, and a lot of the times they don't even make the playoffs. Now I know we definitely making the fucking playoffs unless Mahomes get hurt, but barring injury, we should have a good chance of getting back. But I would love to have a counter team to that. Why don't you pick up the Steelers? Here you go. I bet you that. Here you go. But I don't even want to say that because I got to make that bet with Roe. Actually, I already made that bet with Roe because I don't think the Steelers are going to make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
Frustrating. Either the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl or not.
I'm pulling for them.
Easy money. Come on. Y'all keep winning.
Nah, you ain't going to sucker me into that.
Y'all keep winning. What? USCJ won.
Well, I have I lost a bet yet? At least when me and you been betting?
No, because I didn't bet that either. Because I would have won that shit. But I spared you. I spared you, and I kept telling you. No, I spared you. I kept telling you, do not bet me.
Wait, I'll give you a different bet. I'll give you a different bet that I know you can get on real quick. I bet you that the Timberwolves come out of the West. Because I know you pulling for the Thunder.
We already bet that. It's $10. We already bet that shit yesterday. We said $10. Pacers, Thunder. We already bet that.
Yeah, see, I need to rewrite the way I wrote that.
I'll let you think about it. I'll let you ponder on it. Free agency.
I'll wait. He go. Let me see what we look like in preseason and shit. Training camp and shit, and then I might take you up on that bit, man, because you know you're dealing with the GOAT. You're dealing with the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
I'm glad you finally admit that. Not that cheating ass motherfucker out there in Las Vegas right now.
He's the GOAT, right? He will make it back to the Super Bowl.
Man, just because you the GOAT don't mean you win all the time. Look at LeBron.
So you're comparing Mahomes to LeBron, a bunch of losers.
Jesus, how long did Tom Brady lose? How long did Michael Jordan lose? Y'all just basically get these years and they get their ass whooped.
Both of them have more rings than the two players that you named.
And Michael Jordan didn't win 6 championships straight. Let's keep it real. That motherfucker, he didn't win for 2 years after they won their first three-peat.
Has the most rings in Super Bowl. Tom Brady has the most rings in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, you got to take 3 of them off for cheating. You got to put an asterisk. You got to put an asterisk beside that shit. You know it's true.
You know what team doesn't have to put an asterisk next to their name? The Eagles.
You talking about the Chiefs?
The Eagles. They don't have to put the asterisk.
The Chiefs. They
did it dominating fashion last year.
Yeah, look. The only time the Chiefs lose is when they go to the Super Bowl and their offensive line is decimated. That's the only time we lose. Every time we done lost Tom Brady into the Eagles, it's the same damn thing. Our line's hurt. So all we need to do is just make sure our guys stay healthy. Because if our line is healthy, everybody else fucked. You know that, right?
Looking average. His peak is done. It's over for that boy.
You think it's over with?
Hell yeah, he keep throwing interceptions.
Like I see a lot of
the first touchdown pass he did in that Super Bowl was toward the other team.
I know what you're talking about, but I'll tell you this: whenever that boy got protection and he can do what he do like he always do, he's a bad man, and you know it. He just need protection.
I'll let you ponder on this bet.
I'll ponder on it. I'll ponder on it for a little while.
CJ, if you're
Yeah.
listening, YouTube.
Man, CJ, he ain't gonna get in on that. CJ should gave my $45 out of his 100. I should just told you to send me 45 of his shit, and then you send him another 55.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'll let y'all
Yeah,
handle that.
yeah. But fucking
I'll let you think
thanks for
about it.
coming up and trolling. Thanks for coming up and trolling. This was stupid. All right, y'all. Well, y'all heard it here first. And Kenny's trying to sucker me into a bet that I'm probably not finna make. But yeah, man, we saw, we conquered, man. I didn't want to keep everybody here long because we kind of did talk about basketball last night. And I'm just ready to watch this game, even though I'm not gonna watch it. I'm just tune in every now and then. But man, appreciate all y'all. Y'all hit that like, y'all hit that subscribe, share the videos, turn the notice on, all that in the bag of chips. Turn them notice on, y'all. Hit all. I got a goal I want to achieve before the end of this year. And I truly believe it's possible. But I really can only do it with y'all help. So fuck with your boy and help your boy out, man, for real. I'm trying to have some on that wall behind me in a little bit, man. I really need y'all help with it. But look for it, though. It's been fun. It's been great, y'all. And we don't get the fuck up out of here, man. Roll the outro.
That's if they really find something.
They say I'm a big dog, I make all my niggas better. I feel like I'm Chris Paul. I serve all the purest cocaine, don't need no fentanyl. He faking this persona for the bitches, call him Rick Ross. While I fuck on your bitch right by the door, I told her get lost. I see cash up in my sleep like Trader Visionary. I keep sticks up on my side, got more than the military. Got up in that pussy, leave it creamy, Ben and Jerry's. Take off like a jet, I'm feeling like I'm Jason Terry. These niggas hate it, but these bitches love the way I'm shining.